Hello and welcome to PoisoNoisE. Once again, we will see if some music that is just played today is of any interest for you. It sure is for me. So I would like to start at once with a band that sadly has been very much an overlooked doom metal band. Doom metal, not simply doom metal, it's that and a lot of other things. This band is called Evil Spirits. It's a band from Germany, and it's led by my old friend Marcelo Aguirre, who is originating from South America, and he lives since a long time in Germany already. And he's interested in a lot of music, playing himself the drums mostly, but he's involved into experimental music, metal, whatever you name it. He's really a nerd and a freak when it comes to underground music of any kind. He's a real encyclopedia, and this band started a long time ago already. And I remember him sending some demo stuff that appear on this very first EP back in the days, and I followed the band ever since. And they released this first album, which is a masterpiece when it comes to weird, strange doom mixing harsh vocals and clean vocals. Actually, it's very impressive, rich, and mind blowing, and they outdid themselves with this band on this last recording they had done. This one is great. It has a cover of Death SS Horrible Eyes, which is maybe the best cover you can dream of when it comes to Horrible Eyes by Death SS. And they use also a saxophone, and it always sounds great, monumental, and very personal. So I would advise you to check it out. It's been mostly a duo acting in Evil Spirit. Sadly, they did a couple of gigs, but not so much, and they had lineup issues. I won't go into the details, but it prevented the band to go on. Plus, next to it, everybody was into traditional doom or anything sounding like stuff you heard a thousand times before. And in the end, that's a bit of a pity because Evil Spirit did not get the recognition it would obviously deserve. So now we can say that the band is not really active any longer, even though Marcelo is involved in other projects. I will put a link about Evil Spirit, and you will do your researches about the other music he's involved in. But this band is really dear to me because it is special, it is unique, and it is done by people who really have the evil spirit in them. Now, time to talk to you about two bands from the 70s. A couple of days ago, I was lucky to welcome my old friend Annick Giroux from Cauchemar, Tonnerre, and now Frisson as well. She was in Strasbourg, France, and we obviously did some sightseeing in town, and she came at my place, and to have a good time and be relaxed, I played some music to her. So while in town, we were in a second-hand record shop, and there was a CD of a German band from the 70s called Jeronimo. So some of you might have heard about Jeronimo because they did some hits in the 70s which were hugely popular that you can still hear their anthems in the stadiums nowadays, like na 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 hey blah blah blah. What these songs really suck. I really do not like them. It's easy listening pop shit. But the good thing is that this band actually, when they play music that is not the commercial fancy stuff, they did some amazingly cool proto hard rock. This album in particular is their second one. They had one before, and I'm not sure if they had a third one or something like that, a couple of EPs, but somehow, even though they had some success with their hits, they never really went too far. And of course, when people ask for Jeronimo, they want the usual shitty stuff. But if you listen to the albums, it's really pristine proto hard rock from the 70s. They have this way of approaching music that somehow reminds me of the Beatles, uh, but in a much tougher way, actually. So you should really give a listen to the two first albums by Geronimo. It's really amazing 70s hard rock. And we listen also to another band from the 70s, early 70s, that also had just a handful of albums, like maybe two, three maximum. This is a second album. This band is called Stuck Waddy, and the title of the album is Bugger Off. So a whole program there. Think of some kind of naughty pub rock, really blues drenched kind of rock. And the vocals, they remind me a lot of what can I say? Yeah, they sound like Captain Beefheart in a way, very raspy, very heavy, like that, you know. And it's actually a very interesting band. I think John Peel signed them on his Dandelion label back in the days. It's a bit like another band that John Peel would follow back then called Tractor. This is blues rock drenched in beer and coming from the gutter, if you like. So it's really organic, raw, and the first song of this album, which is called Rosaline, is great. It's really groovy but harsh at the same time, very in your face. So I really recommend you to listen to Bugger Off if you want to have a good time and think you're in a bar fight in a pub somewhere in England. And to finish this episode, I want to talk to you about another band from the United Kingdom. This time, oh, great surprise! This is once again some punk stuff, even crossover stuff. If you remember a band called Broken Bones, well, you know this band had members from Discharge in the lineup, and at some point, those guys teamed up with another guy called Andy Andersen, which you might know from the band Attitude Adjustment, among other bands like Attitude, etc. And they teamed up for this very cool album. The cover looks, well, like average comic stuff from the 80s. The album is from 1988, and there is only one album of Andy Anderson's Tribe. So somehow, do not look record by the cover, because this is very nice looking compared to the music, which is kind of a straightforward crossover stuff. The vocals might be reminiscent of Dave Mustaine from Megadeth somehow. And the music is very energetic and in your face. The funny stuff is that the last song of the album is a cover of Elvis Presley, Heartbreak Hotel, which is fun but not really necessary, I would say. Still, the rest of the album is very, very cool stuff. If you already like rock and bones and some crossover shit, you might really dig this album. So, thank you very much for being there, listening, and caring for the shit I have to say. Take care and peace.